Good morning. This is going to be for Sagittarius. I hope everyone's doing well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into the energy here. Got a lot of things I want to get done today. I feel a very creative energy with you guys. Definitely like wanting to take action, wanting to go after something. That's pretty similar. I've really tried to like kind of shift out of that energy through Leo and through Aries, but it really seems pretty prominent for the fire element right now. It's just like action taking, creativity, just a process. I see somebody getting into like restoration. I don't know if somebody's like restoring like furniture, cars, antiques, like something like that. Somebody might be like thinking about getting more involved in that, or just like kind of doing that as a hobby, or just making it more of a pastime. I don't know. I just see somebody working, restoring furniture, like painting. You could be doing housework. Could be like remodeling your house, or like thinking about remodeling a room, or like redoing a room. I see somebody setting up a baby nursery. I'm seeing like all colors, but it's like a baby nursery. Like I'm seeing like like a cradle. I'm seeing like a little shelf on the wall. I'm seeing a chair. So I don't know if somebody, and literally two cardinals just flew by my window. So that's pretty significant. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if somebody around you is getting ready to have a baby, or getting ready to start a family, or again could be birthing something new, nurturing something new. Can always be symbolic too. Doesn't necessarily have to be an actual pregnancy. So we have door to spirit here. So some big change happened, some shift, some change, and there was a higher purpose for it. Something is in the works, like not in the physical, like with us, but on the other side. Yeah, so there's an alignment taking place, and I feel like somebody's feeling the anxiety of it, or like you're scared, or somebody is scared or hesitant or has anxiety about a certain path, or about something that has been presented to them. And it seems to have some type of a higher purpose, or like a higher calling. And so it's like somebody has anxiety, like not sleeping very well, not getting a lot of rest. Could be a feminine energy. There's storm warning, door to personal healing and happiness and attachment. Okay, so this is about release. And then we also have the thinking man at the bottom of the deck, with rest and rejuvenation and financial constraints and blossoming abundance. Okay, so that's not. Okay, so yeah, at the top of the deck, we have Angel of Love. This is a very deceptive energy, not in a bad way, but in a way of where it doesn't, it's not as it appears to be. So this energy is like kind of I feel like a feminine energy is very worried, very stressed out. But there's nothing that you need to worry about here, because what you need to do is like release something. Like all this is being stirred up for something to be released, and it's being guided because it's for a higher calling, a higher purpose, a higher reason that's beyond just this physical realm. So with door to personal healing and happiness and storm warning, it's kind of like when you release, you have to go through the storm in order to get to the sun type of deal. You see, like, I don't know if somebody's going through like a huge shift in their foundation, or like a huge shift in just their life. See my throat? Like there's something with the communication too. Like there's something going on here. in a feminine's energy, in a feminine's like world. But I don't feel that there's a need to worry. I feel like this anxiety and this attachment, you're in the process of letting it go, but it's kind of like there's still that like storm tower moment type of warning. Like this could be with a foundation, but it's like for a higher calling, and it's like it's disguised as something that maybe it's not, because we have the door to personal healing and happiness here. So it's like it might look like the end of something, but really it's the beginning. Or really it's like just like you gotta, it's like getting through that like cloudy storm, and then like all of a sudden these doors open, and then there's the sun there, the birds are chirping, like everybody's happy, like. And it's kind of one of those things for yourself too, because I'm not seeing so much of like other people as much as like over here in this energy, which is like kind of outside of the feminine's energy. So this tells me that there's a feminine is going through, I want to call it like an alignment, really, because of these three being lit up over here. I want to call this an alignment of like mind, body, spirit, like tapping in, tuning in, checking in. Like you have a hell of a guide here, or guides, with whatever it is that you're doing in your life, or whatever it is that you're going to end up doing. Like, I don't know. Wow. This is intense. Like, I really feel like there's a feminine energy who might not see something clearly. Like, you might be seeing the storm and the release and the ending of something, but in reality, what's taking place is something blossoming. And it's like your guide or your guides are like here, and they're like, I got this. Like, why are you worried? Could be connecting with Leo. My throat. Oh my gosh. Like, you might not be talking to somebody, or somebody's not communicating how they feel. But this is also recognizing emotions, like your guides or guide, whomever you connect to. Okay. So your ancestors, there's someone significant on the other side who is very prominently guiding you. That, I'll call them being. That being is extremely protective, very strong, very disciplined, like warrior spirit type of energy. Like this person is like resilient. Like I don't know if like they had, this could be an ancestor, because like somebody's just like real resilient. Like this person knows how to pick themselves back up and keep moving. Like they are like holding space. I'm really gonna do my best to try to describe this, but please don't come at me, because again, I don't, like, I'm trying to interpret this the best way I can. This guide is holding space for this feminine to have like a strength in a situation. Like this guide is like going overtime. You see what I'm saying? With like trying to, and see, there's the birds again. They're right outside. I don't know if birds are really prominent for this, whomever this message is for. Like there might be a significance with birds. Like I don't know if there's one always outside your window, if you're always seeing the same bird, if it's always like it's a prominence, you know what I'm saying? Like you're always running into this bird. But this bird is actually this guide. And they're like bringing something in, and it's like they got something going on. And the reason why there's so much coming apart is because there's room that needs to be made for whatever this guide is bringing in, essentially. So whatever opportunity, whatever experience is coming your way is going to be so abundant, so beautiful, so grounding, so healing. I mean, it's just like There's so much abundance here. But it comes after this storm. It comes after whatever is taking place right now. But somebody's worried about how either A, something's going to go down, B, releasing something because of like the fear of releasing it because of how significant whatever this might be is. I don't know if this has to do again with a foundation, like a home situation, like maybe between parents or a family, like a family unit. I don't know if it takes place there, maybe even a business, especially with the structures. There's some type of breakdown of a structure and a release taking place. And whatever this is causing this person anxiety. But the thing is that when we are anxious, sometimes we get like tunnel vision, is kind of what I say. It's like we get like tunnel vision and we forget to stay in the moment. We forget to live in the present. So, because anxiety is living in the future, right? And so when you're just like, oh gosh, oh my gosh, you're letting go of the present moment. Bring yourself back to the present moment. Just saw 11:11 on the clock and a bird just flew by the window, like very intensely. It's just like, and he just went right into his nest. And it's just like, like when you feel that way, just take that time, pull yourself back and pull yourself back to the present moment, whether it be grounding outside or, retreating back into your home space somewhere comfortable, right? So, all right, I'm going to move forward here. With the thinking man, rest and rejuvenation, financial constraints. If I shift gears here with the energy, I'm going to say that there could be a connection on the board here between a feminine and a masculine. And with this masculine, this person is taking time out to think. They're taking time to rest. They're taking time to meditate. They're clearing their mind. They're trying to gain clarity. They're probably trying to connect deeper in their own spirituality or their own like sense of connection with source. I do feel like there is a focus of money here, especially with the financial constraints and the blossoming abundance directly behind it. Like this person is trying to heal financially and also spiritually. And there's patience that needs to take place with this person. I don't know if like somebody's just kind of keeping an eye on another person. But I feel like you're dealing with a masculine who's really just, they're doing internal work and they're focused on work. And that's what I said before I sat down and did and clicked on the live. I literally sat down here and I was like, they're just focused on work. They're focused on work. They're focused on work. And I don't know what that's about. But again, I think you're connecting with somebody who is literally just focused on work. And I feel like somebody needs to hear that. Because it's extremely prominent in this energy. But there's definitely a healing that's taking place with somebody. And it's definitely more masculine energy. Somebody's releasing, they're not being so guarded anymore. And then we have Angel of Love. So this is healing energy that's taking place. And this is what tells me that it could be a connection, especially with anxiety. It's like this feminine could be afraid of or have fear when it comes to this connection. But I don't feel like it's necessary to have fear. I mean, what's the opposite of fear? It's faith, right? So always believing that it's going to work out for the best. I don't know. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. Let's do this one. I'm hearing the song You Are My Sunshine. Nine of Cups. I feel like you have to release something, but it's like not the way that it appears to be. I don't know what this is about. You have the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Wands. There could be overindulgence here. Like, there could be, like, a sense of somebody overindulging. Like, with the Nine of Cups, it's kind of like, could be out drinking, could be out partying, could be out, like, just kind of overdoing it a little bit in the sense of, like, this bird just literally flew right up to my screen. That was crazy. Birds are really significant for you guys. I don't know what that's about. But, yeah, if a bird has any symbolism to you, like, I'd be paying attention to it, especially if you're looking out your window and you always see the same bird, or you're always looking up in the sky and you see this bird above you. Like, pay attention, because that's a sign and it's meant for you. But with this Nine of Cups here and the Knight of Cups and the Three of Wands over top of the anxiety and the attachment with the storm warning, okay. All right. What is this? You could be releasing this anxiety and attachment and stepping into emotional fulfillment and just saying, hey, I'm gonna be independent and enjoy my life. But I do get a sense of overindulgence with this anxiety. The way that she's looking at the Nine of Cups is just kind of like, this is my wish fulfillment. Like, where you look at something as a wish fulfillment, it, again, she's sitting at a 9 too. This feminine energy is sitting at a 9. 9 of Swords even. But this Nine of Cups is positive. It's like, again, there's this energy here where it's like, I want to communicate, but I'm not going to communicate because I'm going to wait because I feel like it's stormy. I feel like the weather's bad, so I'm going to wait. And I have no idea what that's about. I feel like the weather's bad, so I'm going to wait. Like, the weather's not bad, at least where I'm at. I'm like, what? The weather's bad, so I'm going to wait. The High Priestess. The hell? Okay, this is kind of spinning a little bit. You could be seeing the positive in a situation after releasing something. And it's like, you know that something, like the storm will pass. And so because you know that the storm will pass, you're just kind of waiting patiently and waiting for that, like, intuitive spark of being like, okay, like, the timing's right. Or somebody could be at a distance waiting because they don't feel like it's a good time. They're waiting for the right time. They're trying to listen to their intuition. They want to make an offer. There's fulfillment here. But this is also like a little bit of greedy energy, especially with the original tarot here. This is like that Nine of Cups, but it's not in reverse. So I don't feel it to be greedy, but I do feel like you're dealing with somebody who's like a me first type of person. Or like me. Like me first, all about me. Not in a bad way, again, because it's not in reverse. So it's not a bad thing. It's just, it'll resonate if it resonates. Knight of Cups. It's like wanting to make an offer, but waiting, holding back. Yep, King of Cups. Hold on a minute. How am I? So you could be connecting with somebody who's coming in as Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, King of Cups. The Queen of Swords is also here. So I feel that there's somebody at a distance, and this person is a little bit hesitant to make an offer because they feel like they're dealing with the Queen of Swords. And not that there's anything wrong with the Queen of Swords, it's just the Queen of Swords doesn't take bullshit. So they know that they have to come in, and it's like they're coming in with like armor on, and they're like, all right, she could potentially use the sword against me, and if that happens, I want to be prepared. And so you're dealing with somebody who has deep emotion, and they're kind of like this King of Cups has the Nine of Cups, and he's got a cup in his hand, so he's technically got the Ten of Cups here, and the Nine of Cups. He's not coming in as the King of Cups. He's coming in as the Knight of Cups. So he's a little bit guarded. He's trying to protect his own energy, right? Because he feels like this Queen of Swords has her back turned towards them, or however this is going to resonate. There's a Queen of Swords energy who this King of Cups feels turned their back. Could be at a distance, but they're just like, okay, they obviously aren't focusing on me anymore. This person's obviously very disciplined, knows how to cut people off if they need to, but also knows how to be very nurturing and very like communicative. So I feel like this Queen of Swords is focused on passion, or focused on welcoming in something new that brings them passion. I feel like there could also be a King of Cups energy who wants to come in and have a conversation, but they're waiting for the perfect time. And it's like having hesitation about making this offer, but wanting to spark something. And it's like somebody's watching somebody from a distance, and it's like they know that they have that other part. Because it's like we have the Three of Wands here, and I'm almost seeing like this Three of Wands with this Ace of Wands, like somebody wanting that to build and being like, oh, that's the one that I can use to have my Four of Wands. And it's like that type of energy where it's like this person's watching this person, they're like, that's the missing piece. That's the missing piece. But they're not telling you. You see what I'm saying? You're not getting communication. This person is from they're at a distance. They're probably not speaking. They could have been working on their own emotional fulfillment, keeping to themselves a little bit. Because my experience with like King of Cups energy, whenever I've pulled cards with this, is more of a quiet kind of like gesture, like person. Like the King of Cups is more quiet, but also very like they're sitting in their emotions, but they might not express them all the time, but they feel very deeply, you know, like, but this person again coming in as the Nine of Cups could be from a distance, they could be traveling, but there also is there's a factor here of them waiting for some type of like either waiting for something to clear up, waiting for like a sign from spirit. It's like, hey, I'm waiting for that like light bulb moment before I go in and make this opportunity or make this opportunity. I don't know, somebody might want to go into business with you too. Like you might end up going into business with somebody because again, we have the thinking man over here with rest and rejuvenation and blossoming abundance. So somebody could see a future in business with you or vice versa. But they feel like you could cut them off at any point. Like they feel like you're structured enough, you're disciplined enough that with the Queen of Swords here, it's like, this could potentially not work out in my favor because this person could potentially like not want, like she could turn her back. Because like the Queen of Swords in reverse is like, whew, whew, whew. But I don't see that here. I feel like this is the ending of feeling very guarded, feeling very stressed out, and the beginning of something positive. Somebody feels like they missed an opportunity. They feel like they didn't give clarity. They feel like they missed an opportunity. They wanna spark something. Like this King of Cups wants to spark something. They're hoping to like recapture some type of spark, some type of excitement, passion. They feel like they missed out on what was being given to them, and they want to either A, give clarity about it, or be clear about it, be direct about it. They could also have like that sudden epiphany moment of being like, wow, I really missed out on something that the universe was giving me. So this King of Cups sees this Queen of Swords energy as somebody who's very hardworking and somebody who's very disciplined and very structured and knows how to put time in. Somebody who isn't taking crap from somebody, isn't going to deal with narcissistic energy. Like this person's going to, yeah. So this Queen of Swords walked away from, is going, either A, has already walked away, B, is willing to walk away. That's all that matters. This Queen of Swords is like, no, I'm not putting up with narcissistic energy, and put their time back into their money. And they're like, you know what? I'm not participating in narcissistic games. I'm not participating in he said, she said activity. I'm very clear. I know what I want. This is what I want. So since I'm not getting it here, I'm shifting my energy. And so this King of Cups sees you as somebody who's very hardworking, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. They see you as somebody who's very structured, very hardworking, very disciplined, somebody who can build a foundation, somebody who can build a home, really can help build a home and build success. It's really what it comes down to. So I feel like this person had to take some time in order to see this. They also needed to do some healing work, but they're realizing with the Magician here, they have all the tools that are necessary. Somebody's willing to take action. They want to manifest something with the Sun. So yeah, this King of Cups, like after a period of time of like separation, or after a period of time of like not communicating, taking time out, this is somebody coming back like full throttle and being like, okay, like I have all the tools necessary to manifest something. I have everything I need to work to build my own, to build this happiness. Like, and so I feel like if you are dealing with a connection, you're dealing with an energy that A, wants to come in with more emotion, but B, wants to work with you in building to the Sun, especially with this 10 pence. But it's after a period of time of like separation. But I feel like if you're in this Queen of Swords energy, like you already have something going on. Like you're successful, you got something going on already. Like you have projects going on, whether it be creative projects or whether it be like work, career, hobbies. You could be doing outside stuff, just doing like keeping yourself busy, just working on your home life, like just taking care of the things around you. And because you're shifting that focus, this person's like, wow, this person really knows how to do the work and knows how to put in the work. And I feel like they admire you for that, because this person has had like I don't know if they've ever encountered a person who like, what? Like, I don't know if this person has ever like, they're not used to it. I can just say that they're not used to it. That's for damn sure. They are not used to it. I mean, hey, is what it is, right? So I think that's great, Sagittarius. You guys are coming in as like water and air and like heavy earth. It looks like you guys are doing what it is that you do. It looks like you're pursuing work. It seems like you're pursuing new creative passions. It seems like you could be traveling. It looks like you're healing from a situation that you're releasing and healing from a situation that caused you distress, and you're like, you know what, like I'm gonna learn how to trust here. I'm gonna trust in a situation. I do see, I know that the Empress isn't out, but I did pick up on like a pregnancy energy earlier in the read. So, and with this Angel of Love being here, it's kind of like, it's like she's cradling this little heart. And so I don't know if you, I don't know, with this Page of Wands, that could be a child. You know, like I do see it here. It's kind of like the universe is like blessing you with a child. And I don't know if you, I don't want to know, I don't want to say that you see it, but it's like this child is going to be a huge blessing in your life. And this child is going to bring clarity. I don't know if you're unsure about the person who you're with, but it's like there's a reason. There's a reason. That's interesting. I've never gotten a message like that where it's like you could be worried about the outcome of something because of, yeah, I see pregnancy big time. Like you could have a child that it's like this child just completely changes your life, and it's like it might not seem like, it might seem like a sudden shock. Like I don't know if you weren't prepared or if you weren't planning for a child, or it just kind of happened. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh my god, like I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't even thinking about this. Like I didn't even know that this was in my cards, type of deal. Like I mean, you would know if you're pregnant, right? So I feel like if that is the situation, it's like I feel like this child is a huge blessing, and it could be in ways that are unclear right now. Like this child could push you forward on your spiritual journey because it's like part of something so big, and it's so healing. And it's like what this child is bringing to the table is like mass healing. Like whether it be, I just saw 222, like mass healing, whether it be in a family or whether it be in a dynamic. So I don't know if you know somebody who is about to have a child, or you know, like this person would already be pregnant, this person would already be in the process of, you know, the pregnancy. And I feel like this person might not have been anticipating getting pregnant, and because it's kind of like a shock, it's kind of, you know, they have anxiety, and they're just kind of like, oh god, like this changes everything, this changes, like I got to get ready, I got to do this, I got to build a foundation. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. You're going to be fine. I'm serious, you're going to be fine, because you have all the tools that are necessary, and I feel like there are people around you who are also going to help you. And I feel like with this child, again, it's so prominent here. This child is going to be so healing when it comes to what they bring when they come into this world. Like I don't know how else to explain it. Like they are just going to be a bundle of just light, you know, like it's every child, right? But I mean, like I don't know if it's a first child, and like that's kind of what this anxiety is like. Okay, I've never had a kid before, I don't know if I'm ready for this. You're ready for this, believe me. This I don't know, you could have had a dream, or this person could have had a dream that they were pregnant, or there's something like that happened before the pregnancy that was like a little bit of like a, like here's a sign type of deal, and then boom, the pregnancy happened, and then now this person's like, they're like pregnant, they're like, I don't know how this happened, like it was kind of weird how this went down. And it's like, it's meant to be, like this child is meant to be with whomever you're with. And it might seem unclear right now with the person who romantically you're connected with, or that person is connected with, the one that's pregnant. It might seem a little bit unsure, but this child is meant to be in the both of you's like life, the man and the woman, like whoever is having this child, whatever, whomever, doesn't have to be a man and a woman. Okay, like you can have, it's a child that's coming in, but there is a pregnancy. Because I'm seeing a womb. So it's a pregnancy. Like they're taking me deep. And so I don't know if the person who is pregnant, like, I don't know if you're just not sure about the person, like the father of the child. I don't know if you're just not sure about this person, or if you're like, did I make a, like, I don't want to say did I make a mistake, but like the thoughts are kind of like, you're just like anxious thoughts, anxious thoughts. A, you did not make a mistake. B, children are not a mistake. They're never a mistake. They are a blessing. And this child was meant to come to you too. Like, you both are meant to be this child's parent. So take that as you will. 555 when I looked up. This child is going to bring big change and big abundance to whomever this lands for. This is a really positive reading. I do see adoption here, but I'm also seeing pregnancy. If you're planning on, or you're thinking about adopting a child, you could end up adopting a fire sign child. And this person could end up being in the arts or the creative field. And I don't know if in this adoption process there's anxiety, but it's being released because there's a healing that's taking place as it, like, I don't know if through this adoption process the child who you connect with, it's like you see something in them that you see in yourself. And that's pretty deep. Either way, it'll be successful. This child is definitely fire sign energy, very spunky, very creative. And I feel like, again, back to the pregnancy, whether I'm seeing a July baby. I don't know if somebody's going to be born in July, but I'm also seeing Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So strong fire. This child could have like strong water and fire in their chart. Even air. But this is a gift from the universe. Seriously, this is a gift from the universe. Now, if you started something creative, keep working at it because it's going to be successful. You might not see the outcome of the work put in just yet, but you will. Yep, you'll see it. But again, if you know somebody, if a friend or somebody around you, if you know that they're going through a pregnancy right now and you know that that person's like a little bit, has anxiety, just remind them that, it's going to be okay. And reassure them that it's going to be positive. It's going to be for their best. It was meant to be. Like, this child is going to come into somebody's life and just totally change the game. And it's going to bring a lot of abundance and a lot of happiness. And this child's going to be a blessing. I feel like he's a boy, honestly. I don't want to make like any predictions like that, but I feel like this child is a boy because he's coming very masculine, young, Page of Wands. Like, hey, who knows, right? But I feel like this child's going to be it'll be a very positive experience. Something might be unclear right now, but it's going to be okay because the sun's here. So if you're worried about something, if you're worried about the pregnancy, don't worry about it. You're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Baby's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. If you're dealing with another person romantically, again, don't worry. Somebody wants to come in and they want to put work in because they see how much work you put in. And I feel like this person just took time out to work on themselves, you know? So no need to be worried about that. So these are the messages I have for you, Sagittarius. I'm not getting too many more. I feel like I'm getting redundant. So thank you guys so much for checking out the reading. I appreciate it. I hope that these messages helped you. Thank you guys so much for your likes, shares, and subscribes. It means the world to me. I love you guys so much, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon. I wish you all the best. Take care.